What's going on? Happy Monday. Okay, we shut the door. Tony, we shut the door? Oh my god. Hold on, y'all. I gotta shut the door. What's up? How's everybody doing? Hi, Cordy Love. Hi, Contra Peeps. What up, everybody? We're gonna do some rainbow nails today. I don't know, maybe we'll do just like mermaid looking ones, rainbow looking ones. I don't know. What do you think? But we're working with Ombre Nailed It, and I have 5XL nails. So for that, I wanted to do, I have this little notepad here that I wrote down some stuff. So I figured, what if we did a cool, like, rainbow-esque, but it's a white background with rainbow swirls that are 3D. And then somewhat reverse that. And then, hi, my love, how are you? How are you? I'm going to set you guys up here real quick. Alright, so, how's that look? Can you hear me? Does it look good? I'll try to get situated here, guys, okay? Give me a minute. My app decided to update while I was trying to go live, y'all. Okay. Oh, I thought you already took 10, but... Alright, we're doing some long-ass nails today. So, happy Monday, everybody. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining, everybody. You're there? What up? Yay! I know, right? So, so I was thinking, should we do cool tones, or should we just go all out and go all the colors? Or we could do light versus dark, 20 color ombre. Hi, NB, hello! But there's 20 colors here. And I'm like, which one do we do, you know? If you guys hear that, my air's on, so hopefully it's not too loud. But I got 5XL nails here. And I thought we would do the cool little, like, 3D thing I did before to make it look really cool. But if we do 3D swirls, I think that would be really cool. Happy Monday! What up, everybody? How did everybody's weekend go? Hopefully it went well. So I was like, what if we did, you know, I don't know, because I don't know if I want to mix these colors with these colors. Should we do light versus dark, or on the same set do all the colors? Right? Because I think it would be cool if we did a white glitter background with cool rainbow ombre swirls. What do you guys think? Hi, Stacy, my love. How are you? How is you? But do you guys think that would be cool? To do, like, we could do a mombre. No worries, love. But we're going to be doing these long nails. Here's my other ones. Did you guys like my little caterpillar? Did you guys see my caterpillar? But look, if we used a nice hollow background, I don't know how that would look with a silver hollow background, and then added all the colors, or if we did a white glitter background, how that would look, I'm not sure. You're resonating, yay! So, I'm going to try to take one of these guys off so I can use it for my pinky. Alright, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that's like a cool thing to do? I gotta put a sticky tab on this one, guys. But how did everybody's weekend go? We're using Ombre products today. We have the Paradise collection. We have her frosted collection, and then we have the candy coated collection, but they're all individually. You can get them while you can before they are not there anymore. There is a July red, white, and blue that you can get 3 for $15 for the red, white, and blue, or you can buy them for $5.50. So let me put one of these guys on this little heart tip really quickly. Who's excited? I'm excited, y'all. I think it would be cool, right? Because I'm like, do we do rainbow? But do we do light? Do we do dark? Do we do them all? I don't freaking know. I like all the colors, you know what I mean? Because I was thinking, if I did the sparkle colors, right? These are the sparkle ones. And then we have the lighter color that kind of goes with it, right? So I don't have a yellow in this one, so I put the white in place of the yellow, but they all pretty much correlate together. So we either use all of these or we use the bright, bright colors. You guys pick. What colors should we use today? I'm going to put a poll up. What colors? What colors do we use today? Neon, shimmer, and pastel, or all. Alright, there we go. What up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hi, Aubrey. Electric lime. I know, right? I'm like, because we're doing 5XL nails, so we have room, and I thought, what if I just did every single color on a nail? And that might break my record, guys, for the most colors on a nail. Right? Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be cool. Let me make sure this is, make sure your tips are not crooked on your, nail stands, guys, or it's gonna dictate where your gel goes. And that's a promise on that one. Alright. These are the tips we're going to be using. I can't wait. I can't wait. Look at them. 5XL, baby. I'm so excited. So I figured, okay, for anybody new that's coming in, right? Hi, Star! How do you do cat eye? Well, you use a magnet. You just put it on real nicely. And you just rub the magnet and then put it in there. I think, I don't have a, I don't have like just a silver cat eye in this. Right now, today, we're just using Burt Brat Nailed It, guys. She did come out with new brushes, y'all. You better run to that site and get them new brushes. Because they're on there, and they're double-ended. And I already have them, but they're in my mail. So, I can't get them yet. Hi, Glam. How are you, babes? Hi, everybody. So, I was thinking, we do a white background with rainbow swirls. Make them 3D, right? And then reverse it, do a white one, right? Where we do rainbow background with white swirls. Make those 3D. And then I was like, what if we did like a cool tone set where it was kind of like mermaidy, but not? I could always do that in another one, but either we make them all different or we make them all correlate. I know, you're always busy, busy, busy. So, I'm just kind of like, do I use them all? Or do I not, you know? And then it's kind of like, I want to do one nail that has every single color on here. I don't know how that's going to work, but we can make it work, guys. Even with the lights and the darks. I think that would be really cool and challenging to try to get every single color on one nail. You know what I mean? Okay. So we can do, let's see here. We can do the all colored one in the middle, right? We can do a light versus dark here. And, oh, we could also do rainbow Frenchies. Oh, what if we did rainbow Frenchies, guys? Because I'm trying to get better at my Frenchies, y'all. You know? Rainbow. So that's why I'm trying to figure it out. And you guys know, most of you guys know if you're new here, hi, my name is Sugar. I love everything rainbows, okay? So this is typically what I do. But I'm trying to figure out what we like. And I like to immerse you guys into what I do. So I like you guys to help because then it's like we all did it together even though I'm just putting it on there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like it. Hi, Stars. I like your name. I like your name a lot. Okay. So, if we do the swirl, do we want to do the swirl one? Because if we did the swirl one, that would be cool. We could reverse it on the thumb and the pinky, right? We could do rainbow background, right? And then we could do the white swirls, and then we could reverse it and do a white background with rainbow swirls, 3D. Hi, Briley. Hi, Diva. Hi, Sorty. A rainbow galaxy. I don't know. I was thinking, like, how am I gonna... I think I did one rainbow galaxy all one time. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. I haven't done to you. I've done that so much. Listen, these are my nails, everybody, okay? I keep my favorite ones in here, and I'm trying to find the big galaxy one that I did. Let me move this out the way real quick so you can see what I'm doing somewhat. So here's this one. This is kind of what I was talking about almost, but we're going to do like swirls on it. Look at this one. So pretty. I know you're in here. See this one? Is she pretty? So these ones I did the Rainbow Galaxy. Hi, BB. Hi, BFF. Because this is how I did it. I didn't even think about Rainbow Galaxy. I usually do. But I have a longer nail that I did it on. It's a lot thicker, though. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here is my Rainbow Galaxy that I did. I didn't paint no stars in it. It was just like a galaxy effect. And so, yeah, I did this one on black, and then the stars in the back glow. So, yeah. Hi, Nor. How are you? Hello. Thanks, SARS. What up, everybody? Okay. So, let's... Because I want to do this again, but with swirls. You know, like really cool, like fun swirly look. Because I just love, like, rainbow swirls. I don't know what it is, but I just love the rainbow swirls. And then if we 3D'd it, it would look even cooler, right? So, one day I'll have to go through and show you all my stuff. Because I have that one, and then I have this. This is just from 2025, guys. This is, like, crazy. But anyway. Alright, so we have the 5XL nails. Hee hee. Hee 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 hee. I'm excited for these. Okay. Hi, Nail by LJW. What up, what up? Hi, Brittany. Is it... Oh, I can't say your name. Hello, HAU tongue. Hi. Thanks for coming. All right, so people voted. People voted. Let's see. Oh, my God. Neon. We got 31% for all. Who's going to be the tiebreaker here? It's a tie. How you doing, sweetheart? Can you hide a tiny peep peeking out from the swirls? I mean, I could. Girl, you're making me, like, have to do more stuff, which that's the whole point, right? The whole point is to do that, is to break out and do creative stuff. Hi, UK Linda. Do you have a day of the week you go live? Typically, all the time. Not really. It's usually 11 a.m. Eastern time in the U.S. or 11 p.m. at night. All right. Well, I need one more person to take this poll, y'all. Okay. Shout out to everybody in here. Yes, girl, that's what we love, though. I love it. Just delicious. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. All right, I'm gonna leave that up for now. We're gonna get this ready and get this going. So before, like I said in the beginning, before anybody new came in, we have all of these colors from Brit Rat Nailed It. It is pinned, you guys. You can use code SUGAR. Right now, she is running. I think all these are $7 and not all these. I'm saying individually, they're $7.77. I think. But yeah, we could do a dark to light type deal to match your Labubu. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I don't have any Labubus, guys. This is not my thing. They are kind of creepy to me, honestly. Okay, so I have my star palette here too, so we can do that. So are we set with trying to put every single color on this one and then doing the reverse effect on this outside here, and then what are we going to do here? Light and dark? Or would these be better here for like the 3D effect with the swirls, you know what I mean? Oh, lordy, lordy. Alright, y'all. Dude, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. You guys are the bomb. Alright, let's get to it, shall we? So, there are 20 colors here. So, let's do the middle one, and let's try to get every single color that I have here on one nail. This is going to break a record, y'all. Okay? This is the most color I've ever had on a nail. I think the most I had was 12. So this is gonna break the record, y'all. No joke. Alright. So let's put all these colors in order real quick. In rainbow order, of course. So we're gonna start with this pink here. This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna start with light pink, glitter pink, bright pink. Or we'll go this way. Look at that. Alright, there's our pinks. We have this guy here. This is a reddish pink, so we'll put him there. I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna make it work, y'all. Alright, this is orange, this is orange. So we have at least a light orange. Then we have our yellow, we have our light yellow. So that's gonna go there, and then the white's gonna go here. So let's do, yeah. And then we have our greens. So we have our electric green. We have our lime green. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? Hopefully. Is that too bright? Hopefully not. And our sparkly mint to be greens. And then we have our blues. So the blue, like this one, will go with the blues. You know what I mean? So we'll just set those there. And then we have two purples. So we have Lilac Me, Lush Lavender. Oh, I forgot one. And then we have Turquoise. So we'll do that one, and then we'll do the glitter and the light one, and then we will do Vivid Violet, glitter, and then the light one. We'll end on the light one. Alright, so here's all the colors. Plus we have white. We have glitter white, guys. This one's my favorite. This is called Iced Out. It's a glitter white. You guys can't really see the glitter. However, this is the color. So we naturally have all of these colors that are going to go on one nail. So the white's going to go under the purple. So the white one's going to be last, I think. This one was supposed to be in place for a frosted color for the yellow, because I don't have a frosted for the yellow or the orange, but I think it'll be okay. I'm hoping it'll be okay. I think, no, that's going to have to go at the end, correct? What do you guys think? Should I keep it in place of the frosted? So we have frosted in the middle of the yellow and the orange. Yeah, we're going to do that. So we have at least some sparkle in between the orange and the yellow. Because all these other ones have sparkles, right? So we'll just end it with the white one. With iced out. Alright, let's freaking do this, everybody. Oh my gosh. If you guys don't know, hi Preppy Vince. How are you? Hi Kiki. Hello everybody. What up, what up, what up? If you don't know, Glam Dragon Nails has a channel, y'all. And, hi Skylin. Hi, is it Marjorie and Piper? Hello, hello. So, hi Phoebe. Stacy. My mods all have channels, guys. Linda, Nailed by LJW, she has a channel as well, guys. And Conjure Up Nails has a channel too, guys. So if you do have a channel, then put it out there. Hi, Ta. Hello, everybody. All right, let's start this. We're going to be breaking the record of how many gels I can get on one nail. I'm excited for this, guys. So we're going to do the middle nail for this. We are using 5XL nails because that's just going to how it's got to be here. Does it look okay here? Hopefully. You have a channel too. Awesome. Skylin has a channel as well, everybody. Welcome, welcome in. Yes, we love to make sure that we celebrate everybody because we're all trying to, you know. All right, what am I doing? Okay, base coat. Crystal. All right, so what I'm going to do is take this guy off real quick. And because there's going to be so many gels, there's going to be a lot, right? So I'm going to put this guy in the middle. You want structure between the nail, okay? So whenever you're putting a nail on the stand that's super duper long, you want to make sure that the structure of the nail is, or the nail stand is in the middle of the nail, so it's not leaning one way or the other. You're welcome, love. Next, can you do Meant to Be and Pretty in Pink and swirl them? We'll try. Yes, I am, Donovan. Not Donovan, Devin. Hi, Arissa. How are you? All right, so what I'm going to do is clean this guy off. I'm going to use a primer to etch the nail. And then that way, and then I'm going to take a base coat because it's going to make everything smooth. Taking a base coat is going to make it smooth. And you want it to kind of, you don't want the nail to be pointed upward on the stand. You want it to be kind of facing down a little bit. So, you know, it comes down the nail. So I'm just going to make sure there's nothing on the nail. And then we're going to take my Pro Bond here. And literally, this primer just makes it sticky. That's all this does. And then that way, we don't have to worry about anything. And the base coat will stick to the nail tip perfectly. What it does is it breaks down that first layer and makes it sticky. And it just helps when you go to put it on. So that way you don't have to file or buff the nail tip. You can still buff if you want, but I typically don't want all that dust, right? So it just eliminates the dust on the nail. I'm doing some ultimate nails, that's for sure. Hi, Peck Pack fam. I'm having a great day. And I'm using all colors. Hello, everybody. Hi, Arisha. You love videos? That's awesome. Is it Margarita? Hello? Hello. All right, so we'll see how the light versus dark works too. All right, most of you guys know I use a liner brush. You want to use a pretty decent size length of a liner for when you're doing long-ish nails. All right, I'm going to use this guy. And then we're going to have the long liner as well. So we'll use this guy, and then I'm going to take my alcohol here. We're going to dip my brush in here. We're just going to get it wet, and we're going to spin it. This just gets it ready for any nail art that you're doing. And this one needs cleaned a little bit. So I'm just going to take this guy and clean her off. Alright, we'll see if we need this one or not. Technically, I'm not sure if I'm going to need this one, but the bristles are a little ridiculous on this. But so I just kind of spin it and go. But this one, I think this one's going to be okay. We'll try this one out and see what happens. Hi, Christina Love. Do you sell? I don't. People keep asking me that. I would only sell them for, like, if somebody wanted a keepsake, but, like, not, don't touch your nail like I just did. For, like, a keepsake. But I don't actually make press-on nails for people. I'm going to be using the Super Base from Burt Rat Nailed It. This is a thicker base. You want to make sure you do thin coat because you do not want a thick base on your nail. But I'm using all her products. So this is a nice formula base that gives strength to the nail. Hema-free as well. This is actually probably one of the best thicker base coats that you're going to see. That I've seen anyway. And I'm going to try to keep it as thin as humanly possible on here. Hello, everybody. Aw, thanks so much. Thanks for liking the live, guys. Thanks, Christina. Alright, so we're just going to add this, then we'll go straight in with all the colors. And you guys will see. Now, when you guys are doing multiple layers of colors like this, and you're doing an ombre or anything like that, you really, really, really need to make sure that your colors are spaced out enough. Does that make sense? If not, if your colors are not spaced out enough, then you're not going to be able to fit every color on here. We have 20 colors to get through, so we are doing 20 color rainbow nail, y'all. Let me go ahead and cure that real quick. Hi, Nelly. Hi, Elle, the preppy queen. It is gel. I do not work with regular polish. I do gel and acrylic. I use a little bit of everything, guys. What's the things or the tips that help my mom with her nail business for acrylic? Would you like to elaborate a little bit? Hi, thanks, Skylin. Hi, Lainey. Now, I am putting that in for a full 60 seconds because you want to make sure. Safety is key, guys. Wear your gloves, everybody. Please. Wear thy gloves, all right? Wear the gloves. Alcohol is your best friend. And I don't use acetone either. All right, so we do have the glossy top coat, the perfect matte, because matting some of these and adding the 3D texture on it, I think is going to be really cool, to be honest with you. So we have that. We're going to go a nail at a time, I think. Hi, Camille. No worries, love. No worries at all. I'm a goof. I know. I like being goofy. Hi, Babelicious. How are ya? Hey, everybody. We have another content creator in the house. Her name is Babelicious. Make sure you go check her channel out. If you love nails, all these ladies, they do nails. They love nails and everything about nails. Yay! Thanks for subscribing, everybody. All right, here's our nail. Let's do this, shall we? All right, like I said, we're going to start with this one here. This one is a little bit more of a... It's like a pinky red, you know, like a bright, vibrant, reddy pink color. So, I might end up having to do this one first, y'all. Let's see. Yeah. It's kind of like a reddy pink color. Can you guys see that? And then we have pink lemonade. So, it might be, yeah. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this guy first. And then this guy here. That way the orange has, you know, it's not going to be too close in color with the orange. Because the orange is pretty freaking bright in and of itself. So that's going to be okay against the lighter pink color. Alright, let's freaking do this, everybody. I'm using 20 colors on this nail, y'all. 20 color. Let's start first. I'm using all Brit Brat colors. You can find it pinned. It is linked, guys. Go check. Brit Brat nailed it out. You can get all these colors right now. Everything is on sale. She's also running a red, white, and blue sale as well. Let's do this. Hi, Ava. Hi, Toronto love. So Stars Beyond has a channel as well. Go check her out, guys. See what she does. That's okay if you don't do nails. We are all here to support. Hi, Amelia. Invalid Titan. Hello. Horse Girl, what up? All right, let's do this, guys. So we're going to use, the first one is called Paradise Punch. So we're probably going to have to go little by little. So we're not going to be able to do too much, but we need enough on there to make sure we can do this, right? So I'm going to take and flip my brush to the side. And for the top, you don't want a bunched at the top here. But we still need enough on here to do this ombre. So guys, I'm breaking my record here of the most polishes on a nail. 20 polishes are going to be on this nail. So we're going to have to go little at a time. Okay? And if you guys can't see, let me know. Do you want me to zoom in, y'all? Is that better? Does that look better? Alright. Let's go ahead. We got that one. Let's do the Sugar Rush, which is the glitter. We're going to take one side off the brush so we're not putting so much on there. And what I'm going to do is, because some of these are going to be clear, which is fine, but we're going to push up into that next color. And with these ones, we want to make sure we have a good amount on here. I don't know how this is going to turn out, y'all, but hoping with these like thicker colors, it's going to be beautiful. But I'm just going to lightly just... It's just the way it's going to have to be with these. Push that up into that color. Alright. Alright, so these colors may be a little bit on the harder side to do, but I think we got it. Next up is called Pretty in Pink, everybody. Hello! What's up, everybody? Hi, Nanny Ange! You're working? No worries, babe. No worries at all. Thanks for being here, everybody. If I miss your name, it's because I'm busy. Hi, Gracie. I do. How are you? Alright, so we're going to take this light pink. We're going to do the same thing. So I'm just kind of trying to get it on here for the most part. It doesn't have to be pretty. But we do have to be careful how much we actually put on here. Yes, go check out Brit Brat Nailed It's website, guys. If you want some good polishes, get them now. Alright, they're not going to be perfect on here. That's cool. This is going to be a tad bit hard, y'all. I'm going to have to go kind of fast with it, y'all. I'm just going to just slap it on there. And then push it up to the next color. 20 color ombre, y'all. Has anybody done a 20 color ombre? I've never seen it. So we're going to do it today with all brick colors. Alright, y'all. Should be good enough. We don't want too much on there. That's a lot of light pink, honestly, but it'd be alright. Alright, next up we have Cheeky Cherry. Hi, Sprites. I'm excited too. This one is orange. This is a bright orange, y'all. So I'm mixing bright and neon colors. And what I like to do is I just kind of push it up into that next color. Alright, we're going for it. Try to take a little bit of that excess off there. You guys, we're getting there. Alright, this one is called Sun-Kissed. This is the light orange. Now I'm going to do a little bit of this light orange because this light orange can take over the nail. If you want, you can always use a liner brush, but I feel like you're not going to have enough polish on here if you do. And I just got that all over. It's a little hard to stay small when you got bigger brushes, to be honest. But it's no biggie. I'm going to take the excess off my brush. Make sure there's nothing left on there. No other color on there. Alright, we have Frosty Kisses. This one is white, however. Hi, Muhammad. Hello. Hi, Harper. Alright, so please do not spam the chat, guys. Alright, here's the silver. This is going to mix in so we have some sparkle between the yellow and the orange. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of add this on like so. And we're going to keep going with it, guys. And I'm just going to push this up just like I did all the other colors. Alright, y'all. You think it's going to work? I think it will. Alright. Now, while we're doing this, I might have to hold this upside down for a minute. Because they're going to all fall to the edge, guys. Because we have such a steep arch in the nail. That's okay. No worries, Gracie. Thank you for coming. I do appreciate you guys so much. It's happening! Hi, Cordy. Hi, funny. Can you do melodrama? Yep, I'm doing that one next. Like I said, I'm doing all the colors, guys, so bear with me. We're doing 20 colors. That's a lot. Sometimes it doesn't help with these brushes. They can be kind of big. You know what I mean? So, if at any point you can't see, please let me know, because I will end up going out of frame at some point. Not trying to, but I try to do my best. How's everybody's day going so far? Thanks for being here, guys. You guys rock. Everybody rocks. I love it. I got a lot of that orange on there. Alright. We're going to do melodrama next. Oh, this is going to go nuts. I'm going too big. I took that pink up way too much, guys. I think if I do that, I think we'll be good at making sure the colors are on the actual nail. Like, kind of in a uniform way. Like so. You know what I mean? Alright, because they will start to fall. They will start to, you know. Alright, next up is the electric lime. I'm going to hold it upside down. Hi, Elsa. Hi, Matilda. Hi, Angela. I'm doing all the rainbow colors. 20 colors, everybody, on one nail. It's a record. A 20 color ombre. We're almost there, y'all. By God, we are fitting all these colors on here. Alright. Alright, next up is called Limelight. This is the light green. It's kind of light but bright at the same time. So the light colors really are super pigmented. They're all super pigmented, but the light colors are so pigmented. Alright, we got that baby on there. Alright, next up is called Mint Spark. This is like a teal blue almost. I'm going to hold that upside down. Woo! My gosh. This is crazy, y'all. Burp wrap. I love burp wrap polishes. Hi, Maria. Yes, girl. Hi, bestie. Look at this. So beautiful. Perfect color. I'm going to get it on my brush, but I like these. These sparkle colors are beautiful. 2 coats and they're just perfect. Let me get that off. We don't need too much, you know. Alright, we're getting there, guys. The rainbow is coming along, everybody. Alright, let's do Meant to Be, which is the light blue. Oh, yeah, this is going to be so good. There's going to be a lot of polish on here, you guys. We're going to have to do a lot of reconfiguring here. A lot of this polish is going to need to come off. So I'm going to kind of hold it down like this, too, because it's sliding down. And it's already going into the colors. That's why I like doing this, because it already slides into the colors. You can see where I went too far with them freaking light colors. It's okay, though. We got this. I'm just going to put a line. By the time we take our brush through it, just make sure you get all the color off your brush. Alright, y'all, this is crazy. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Like, Hi! Hi, Daryl. Hi, Mac. Well, thanks. I'm just holding it like this, so that way it doesn't fall off the sides. Alright, let's get this glitter on here. And then we'll do our purples. Sucks because I always do that where I have to cram the colors in at the end. And I always do that, you guys. But yes, we were doing a 20 color ombre, everybody. Alright. Alright, next up is called Breeze Baddie, which is a darker blue. We have 4 more colors. Oh, dear God. Would it have been better if I just put lines on here and not use the whole brush? Probably. Okay. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. Next up, we have Vivid Violet, which is my favorite color. Thanks, Christina. Highlights. I know, right? Hi, Hadley. This or that girl, what's up? Kinsley, hi. Alright, everybody, I'm trying here. Alright, let me hold it this way. Let's take our purple. Oh, Lord. That was too much. Alright. Oh, lordy, Lord. Alright, next up, Lush Lavender Sparkle Purple. We might not be able to fit the white on here, y'all. Alright, I'm going to go over this purple. So we at least got some sparkle in there. Like I said, it's going to be cray-cray. But I think it's going to look cool. Alright. I put these on way too tight, y'all. Okay. Because I feel like if I hold it down. Alrighty. Alright, y'all. Here's our 20 color ombre. Holy crap-a-moly. Let's kind of maneuver. See how it's already coming down? So, oh, here we go, y'all. Let's do this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the bottom up. We're going to take this pink. We're going to go through this. We're going to bring it up here. See how pigmented these colors are, y'all? The glitter's kind of getting lost in it, but it does make it look really cool. Alright, let's keep going. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Oh my god. Y'all, look at that. That looks freaking awesome. It kind of come up the side here, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to take this. You have to be careful, guys, too. Because you don't want this to turn brown because that green come up the side here. So here's what I'm going to do. It's freaking beautiful. We're going to take one of these here. And I'm going to take this green off the edge. We're going to take all this color off here. Whenever you have a lot of color on the nail like this is how you're going to take it off. We're going to pull it down and out. Oh, that looks beautiful. And then, you guys know what I like to do. We're going to come up this way. Right? So we're going to come up. Right? And I'm going to take some of that off. And what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2. Dude. That is freaking... That is so cool. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. Now, if you're not careful, that green, as you can see, really take over. So I'm going to take some of this purple. We're going to bring it up here. Alright. There's so much on there still. So I'm going to take another thing to the side. Alright, make sure it's folded right. Pulling that excess off is really, really going to make a difference, y'all. Because you don't want to cure all this on there. We want it to be beautiful. Right? See how I did that? Look at that. Look how much we took off of that. You're going to use quite a bit of wipes if you're going to use 20 different colors, but that's okay. Oh, yeah. And then just keep going around the outside. Till you feel it's not lumpy on the sides. And you're getting most of that color off there. To a point that it's not lumpy and bumpy. Does that make sense? Alright, let's hold her upside down. Let's go ahead and make sure I didn't take too much off the sides. Make sure this is fully... Oh my god. I'm just gonna make sure there's still no lumpies. Because it's gonna keep falling to the wayside if we don't do this. See how much excess is still coming off? Want it to be pretty straight, y'all. Without making the lines go straight. Oh my Lanta, I love it. Because I don't like to pull it down, because we'll pull our color down the nail. Watch. But we need to make sure we're getting that excess off, and it looks pretty good at the top here. We have a little bit of a... Got it. Alright. I don't care who you are. That is amazing. Alright. If you have bubbles, pop them. There you go. Only one bubble, that's great. Alright, y'all, that is our nail. She will be a little bumpy, but for the most part, it'll be okay. Alright, we gotta make sure the edges don't pull. And that those are straight, too. What you don't want is a bunch at the top. You want it to be nice and straight and even at the top, guys. Let's pull it down here. Oh, I think she's beautiful. We're going to let it all pull to the top. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, Jules. They love Leah. Hello. I love dogs. Hello, everybody. All right, let's put her in the lamp. She's beautiful. 20 colors, y'all. 20 colors. We did it. We broke the record. Nelly, hi. Hi, Norma. Yes, please be respectful, everybody. Shout out to everybody in here watching. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Jennifer, Norma, Suzanne. Hi, Princess. Hello. Hi, Sporty. Hi, Nelly babes. Okay, that was crazy. But that was beautiful, y'all. Even with the glitter colors, it was still beautiful. Look. Look at these colors. Aren't they just beautiful together? Oh my Lanta. Love it. Okay. So we got the middle nail done. That is our 20 color ombre, y'all. Who else has done a 20 color ombre? Yes, they are putting in the work today, and I am so grateful for my mods. And for everybody being here. Thank you so much. Hi, Beats by Zuzu. Is it Zuzu or Zozo? Sporty Ava, Jillian, Whitlow, hello, hello, hello. Undead Princess, what up? Alright, I'm going to put her in for another 60 because there's quite a bit on there, so I want to make sure she's fully cured, and then I'll flip her over in the lamp so the bottom also gets it. I just want to make sure it's perfectly done. Alright, now, next up, let's move on. So, for these ones here, what are we going to do for these ones here? Do we want to do the white glitter background with the rainbow swirls and then reverse that? Is that going to be out here? Or is that going to be in here? What do you guys think? Out on the side? We could do some Frenchies too. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what we can do. Because the rainbow swirls are going to be really cool. Because they're going to be ombre swirls. So we're going to go through and make the swirls. And then we're going to go over them with the color. Woo! I love you too. I love everybody. Marble? Okay, we can do a marble. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the ombre and with the swirls, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a regular ombre with white swirls, right? So regular rainbow ombre with white swirls. And then on this one, we're going to do white with rainbow swirls. And on these ones, we can do the mombre marble on these two. Do we want to do light versus dark? Like pastel versus the brighter colors? Or we want to keep it... We want to just mash them together. I think if we mash them together, it'd be cool. If we did light versus dark on these ones. So I'd do a marble of all the glitter... the light glitters and the light colors. And then on this one, we do the marble of all the beautiful bright neons. Light versus dark? Okay, cool. I know, Nelly love. You're literally hiding. Oh my gosh, I remember doing that myself. Okay, so this is how she is. We have no wrinkling. There is no wrinkling, guys. Out of all that gel that is on here, no wrinkles. How about that? Alright, I'm going to turn her over and do the backside. How freaking cool is that, you guys? What? So I have to hold her in here because she's sticky on the other side, so. A plushie for my aunt. Okay, cool. Yes, I do. Hi, hi, Lee. Is it Leah? Jadit? I do. Moya Kids, hello. Thank you. Yes, I do nails. Love everything about it. But, you know, if you want to come hang out, if you don't do nails, that's cool too. Let's hang out. Ask questions. Let's have some fun, y'all. The vibes are flowing. The colors are flowing. And that's a great thing. It's great. Have a beautiful day, my love. Thanks for being here. What should I do for my nails? Well, I don't know. Whatever your favorite color is. Alright, so we're going to have to go ahead and let's take our glossy top coat. Should we make her glossy, everybody? Or should we make her matte? What do you think? Should we matte this out or make her glossy? Glossy or matte? What you think? Yeah, do some summer nails. You do something bright and sparkly. Glossy, glossy. Hi, Riley. Hi, Sprite. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks. On my B-day, I'm getting actual nails. That's awesome. I'm swatching my new shell polishes. Ooh, I bet you they are Beautimus. Glossy with matte drops for like a water look. Ooh, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Alright. So I am using the Brit Brat Glossy Top Coat. Everything I'm using is from Brit Brat, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, darling. This is a thicker top coat, but it's my fave, okay? We want to make sure that we are literally not putting too much on, but at the same time, we want to fill that in and make it all smooth and beautiful. We don't want no lines whatsoever. Oh, yeah, look at that. Instant. Instant. Ugh. Love it. My favorite top coat right now. I talk about it in everything that I make. Dude, thank you guys so much for being here. Every single one of you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, let's seal in this end here. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Oop. We're going to let the gravity hit it. And then, make sure I take the excess off the edge here. I like to make sure the edges are nice and they have stuff on them too, so it seals in the whole outside. Does that make sense? So it seals in even underneath the nail. That way you don't have to worry about it chipping or coming off. And the bottom of it's sealed and ready to go. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It just melted it. Love it. She has the best top coat ever. Hi, Miranda. Glossy. We will. We'll do the matte drops on that one. Matte droplets. The matte droplets. Where are you at? So we have the Perfect Matte. This is also from her. And we will use this one to do the little bubbles on there. How is it? Oh, I'm gonna mess up your name, love. Is it Araceli? Lace? Hello. Thanks. Thanks so much. I'm sticking with my glossy with matte bubbles idea. Yes, girl, we're gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Alright. Araceli. Okay. Hi, Curtis. What up, what up? Alright, so for these ones, we're gonna do the reverse, right? So this one, we're gonna make white with the colored, and then the other ones are gonna be... Okay. So first up, this one is in here. This one's done. So we got her done. Beautiful. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. Holy cannoli. Freaking love it. Look at that. Tell me that's not going to look so bomb on my hand. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, one down. All right, let's do the pinky here. What we're going to do, we're going to clean off the pinky. We're going to prime them. I should have done them all, but you know what? I didn't think I was going to. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're going to have to. So, I'm just making sure there's nothing on it. I'm going to prime it. Priming is just making sure that the base is going to stick to it because the base makes it beautiful. It makes your gel polish stick to your nail bed. You don't have to use base coat if you don't want to. Just makes it stick to the nail better. Alrighty. We'll let that air dry. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to do this one without a base coat so I can show you the difference. Alright. So for this one, we're going to use Iced Out, which is a glitter. Well, that's awesome, Sprite. Hi, Trisha. Welcome, everybody. Thanks, Santa Ange. Thanks, Glam. Thanks, Conjure. Thanks, Christina. Thanks, everybody, for your help. So we're going to have to do at least 2 layers of this one because this is a milky glitter white. But I don't know if you can tell it coming off. Do you see all them like little bubbles in there? See how it's coming off the nail? Look at that. That is what happens when you do not have base coat on there. See it? So, we're going to take that off. I'm going to use alcohol. I'm just going to take that excess off here. Then we're going to add our base coat. That is what happens when you don't add base coat to a glossy nail. Because it needs something to stick to. And the best thing for it to stick to is you want the base to also stick to the nail tip as well. So in order for the base to stick to the nail tip, you got to make sure you prime it, or you can also... I need to put this down more. Well, you know what? We'll just leave her there. All right. All right. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens, right? Oh, balls, Batman. That was the wrong one. I put my hand right in that, too. All right. All right. Make sure that when you're putting your nail on, it is straight. All right, let's do our base coat. Where are we at? We're going to use our super base. This is a builder base. This builder base is really, really nice. So we're going to go ahead and add this. And we want a thin, thin layer, guys. You do not want a super huge layer on this. This is a tiny nail. And because these are going on my nails, I don't want anything at the top either. I want it to be as thin as possible, right? But this is the best base coat. Everybody loves it. And it really does level well. It's beautiful. And I'm just making sure that I'm clearing all the edges. If you guys want to recreate any of my nails, go right ahead. Alright, y'all, you're gonna have to give me 1 sec, alright? I'm gonna put this in the lamp. My daughter just got home. Give me 1 sec. Do not go anywhere, okay? I'll be right back. Give me, like, 3 minutes, y'all. Love you guys. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Woo! Sorry, my mom came. Everybody still here? Sorry about that. Thanks for holding down the fort, everybody. Woo! Hi, Tammy! Hi. Hi, Alice. How are you doing, Tammy? Great to see you, love. Okay, I was... No worries, my mom came. This is so sweet. We love you, girl. Hi, Adore. How are you? Hi, Maria. Do I got a boyfriend? I got the husband. Shh, don't tell nobody, okay? Alright, there we go. That is a nail, everybody. Alright, let's finally do our iced out on here. Oh, yeah, much better. Look, much better, everybody. I got a floof in there. Of course. Tammy, how are you, love? It's great to see you, babe. This white is so beautiful, you guys. I am not saying that just to say it. It's a beautiful milky white. And if you want a nice background, you do have to do 2 coats. I usually only do 1 because I like how light it is. It's still super beautiful, but you can't really tell the sparkles. Like, you guys can't really tell the sparkles, but I can in person until I get under the flash, and then you can kind of see it. We're going to take that excess off. And I also have like little floofs at the end here that you don't want in your polish. There we go. There we go. What up, everybody? Is everybody having a great day today? I hope so. Always remember to make sure you don't have a bunch build up at the top here, especially if you're going to put them on your own nails. We're going to kind of glide that over like so. Aw, I'm glad, babe. Yes. I'm glad, Tammy. All right, so there she is. Let's put her in, and we'll do a second coat on her. We'll do a second coat on her just to kind of give her a nice white thick base, and then we'll do our colors. So we'll do the base on this, we'll do the base on the thumb, which is going to be the actual ombre of the... Okay, so for the thumb, are we doing all the colors again? Oh lord, that's going to be crazy. Are we going to do all the colors, or are we just going to do the bright colors? Or we'll just do light on this one, right? Oh, hell, I don't know. We have so many colors on here. We broke the record of 20 color ombre, everybody. Woo! It's freaking awesome, dude. Freaking awesome. Okay. Okay. Thank you, love. Thank you. Hi, Grace and Emma. If I miss your name, do not take offense. I didn't see it. Right? Flock and Floose. Hi, Tamika. Alice, everybody. Trisha. Cam, I'm not going to be able to say that name. Aw, thanks, Cordy. Are you going to make nails for the other hand? Typically, I don't. But the bright one, light. Alright, everybody. So while I do the white on this, no worries, babe. Thank you, love. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here, loves. While I do this background, you guys decide if we're doing light or dark or all. Are they in there? Oh. I thought she wasn't in there. If they're not in that one thing, the pork is down at the bottom in the white, yeah. Might not be. Look how beautiful this is. Tell me this color is not freaking beautiful, guys. Now, one thing you do got to do, though, is make the top. You want to make sure you're making it kind of even, right? So I'm going to spread some of this glitter down a little bit more. Bring this down. One. Like so. Alrighty. Take the excess off, of course. Pop any bubbles that you have, because you don't want bubbles in there, everybody. This is going to look so cool with the rainbow swirls. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. It's going to look awesome. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's put her in the lamp once again. Bye, Alice Bird. Hello. Wait, what? Hey, I have a question. Do you think you would be able to answer it? I don't know. What's your question? I can usually answer stuff about nails. It is so hot right now. Here, I think it's 95 here. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you guys are going to ask questions that way, you will get blocked, y'all. We're not going to put up with it. We're here for, like, you know, do nails and be cool and, like, chill and stuff, you know? Alright. What did we vote on, guys? What did we vote on? If I'm ever up that way. Dude, I have never been to Florida. Who else has been to Florida? I've never been to Florida. I wish I could go to Florida. That would be so cool. Alrighty, here she is. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Let me see. Oh. I was trying to show y'all the glitter in there. It's kind of working, but not really. Kind of working, but not really. Alright, there we go. Here's this one. One thing I am going to do is I want to put a glossy top coat on this. Do I want to put it? Yeah, because it's easier to clean. So, I'm going to add the glossy top coat to this. The glossy top coat makes this white glitter pop. And then we'll go in with the other one before we do the swirls. And then that way, we got both backgrounds done. So I'm just going to smash this on as nicely as I can here. But I think these are going to look bomb. Dude, tell me that's not beautiful. That glossy top coat just melts right in there too. We're going to take the excess off, make sure there's no bulges. Oh yeah, baby. Excuse me. Like I said, at the ends, when you're doing moon nails like this, you do not want the bulge that happens at the tip here. You don't want that at all, whatsoever. It's 101 there. It's like 90 something here. It could be more than that. Last time I checked, that was before I went live, so I don't really know. Yes, Christina. I would love to be, like, come there. Hi, Janine. I bet it's no joke there. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Avea, Norma, Brittany. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Chelsea. Diamonds. She is. Hi, Invalid. Alright. I don't know. What did we decide on this one, y'all? Did we decide on this one? I don't know if we did we? Did we? I don't know. Are we doing all the colors on this one again? I think we should only do one of those just to make it unique. So we could do the white one, could have the white background, could have the light swirls. And then the one with all the color can be the bright one with the white. A naked rainbow. What is... What do you think? Do you think that would be good enough, though? No, I don't think so. I don't plan on it being, like, super dark. Because, honestly, I don't want it to be, like, dark. I want it to be nice and, like, airy and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to wipe that off. Okay. We are going to make sure this one's kind of leaning up. Alright. Like I said, you don't want it leaning one way or the other on the nail stand, guys, because it will mess up the ombre. I've never been on a Disney cruise either. I want to so bad. I want to go so bad. But I'm not like a Disney girl either, guys. Don't hate me, but I love The Little Mermaid. But I'm not like a Disney girl, okay? Sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry. That's just me. I've never really been a fan, to be honest with you guys. We did it. 20 color ombre on one nail. 20 color. Huh? 20 color ombre. We used all these colors on one nail.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that line and I was like, that's not smart.
That is the little mini me, everybody. Alright, we're going to super base it. It's probably better to super base everything, but I really didn't know what I was going to do exactly. So, yeah. How'd your day go? Did you have fun? What'd you do, fall?
No.
Oh, sunburnt.
And
He's out there in that hot weather, huh?
I hit my finger with a hammer.
With a hammer? How'd you hit your finger with a hammer? Ow!
I was crushing up corn and I hit it.
Corn?
Yeah, for the deer.
Oh, for the deer.
Well, it was for the birds, actually.
Oh my goodness. Do you hear her smashing her finger with a freaking hammer, y'all? I can't take this child nowhere. That's okay, because I fall on my own feet, so
Yeah, it's right.
I could be walking and I will fall, literally. I will fall over air, that's true. I'm a klutz. I'm a klutz. So is she, though. She's my little mini-me, guys. I got a floof in this. But to make it easier on you guys, do your base coat, right? Do your base coat and do all of your stuff before you go live or anything like that, because it just helps, basically. But if I had this stuff done, we could go zoom, zoom, zoom right into everything, but it is what it is. Alright, there we go. Let's get the excess off. Can you guys see okay still? But yeah, that's my mini-me. Shout out to the mods. I am so appreciative to everybody here. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging with your girl. Like, what? This is freaking wild. I love it, though. Alright, so we're going to do the light one on the white one, right? The light colors go on the white one. And then we're going to do another... We're going to do another bright ombre with the white swirls. Correct? Correct, Mondo? Oh, I love you, too. I love all you guys so much. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Yes, girl, yes. Wait, this is not the... That's not the nail I wanted. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these colors in order here. We have... So we're still going to use the glitter colors because I think they're beautiful and I think that they're just beautiful. So we have Meant to Be, Batty Breeze, Melodrama, Lilac, Pink. Okay, here's all of our colors. We'll use this one. And I thought about putting this in here, but because it's a lighter color and then this green is also a lighter green. to like go with these lighter tone colors, you know? Tell me that doesn't look like it goes, right? And then we could just sprinkle these in, you know? I don't know how that would go, but it looks like it would match pretty well for a light colored rainbow. So here's our light colored rainbow. Now we have our dark colored rainbow. So we have red, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then here's the bright one. Alrighty. That worked out well, didn't it? Alright, so this one's the light color, which goes on the white. So let's go ahead and do our bright colors. And then we'll go, then we'll go ahead and do our light colors. Okay? Let me move all these over. So with the light colored one that we do our little ombres on, we can add glitter too if we want. You want me to layer it with glitter? You could add drops of this other colors. Wait. Before we do that, let's just finish this one off, shall we? Now that I'm thinking about it. We're going to do matte dots. Matte, where'd you go? There we go. We're going to do matte dots on this one. So I'm going to set this one down real quick. Sometimes, y'all, I get ahead of myself. Okay? And sometimes we got to reel myself back in. Okay? So let's go ahead and do the dots on this real quick. Put past the layer with glitter. So I'm trying to think of how I really want to do the dots. Because I want small and big, right? Because I was like, if we want to make this 3D dots, I'm going to have to cure quite quickly. You know what I mean? Let's grab my palette. I'm going to add some matte onto this. Because I think, what if I just did like a 3D gel and then we just matte the gel? That'll work, right? Or should we not do that much of a 3D type work? Because I'm pretty sure I can make something out of this matte. And if I need to go over it, I can go over it. This actually wasn't going back dirty. I don't care, I guess. I'm not taking nobody nowhere. Oh. Alright. Hold on, y'all. Wait. I think an orange in this one. No, this one right here, this cheeky cherry is the orange. It just looks red. It's actually orange. Hi, Alicia Dennis. What up? What do you think, Glam? You could add drops of this other colors. You mean like drops of like whatever on the nail instead of swirls? Do we want to do 3D though? Because I can always go over the 3D with the matte. I'm trying to think. Let's use a super thick one and then we'll go there. Yeah. Alright, let's do... I'm just going to use this and then we'll go over this with matte because it's in a squeezy tube, so it's going to be easier, I'm hoping. And we're just going to go... I'm going to put like dots and dots, right? So I'm going to do like... hate how stringy these are, but once it settles, it's good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it upside down, and then I'm going to take this guy, and we're going to cure it on here. And then that way, I'm not worrying about it. And then we'll go over it with matte. I think that'll be the easiest way, and it'll still look cool without having to take forever to do it, you know? Hi, Kylie. The nails are not hard, at least not for me, but it might be for somebody else. There's the dots. There's what they look like. Then we'll mat them. So let's just make... I'm just kind of doing them wherever, you know? Just kind of... They don't have to be... But I think something... I'm going to take my dotting tool, though, so we can have, like, super small dots. Without stringing it everywhere, you know? So, I'm going to take this guy, and I'm just going to load some up on my palette. So I got some on there. And I'm going to take my little dotting tool here, and I'm just going to grab some. And hopefully this works, y'all. The only thing I hate about it is how stringy it is. And then we gotta let it kind of sit a minute. So I don't want to do them like all over the whole nail, so I'm gonna do some here. And then we'll do a big one. Because we want them to still be 3D. We don't want them to go. So I'm just going to lightly cure that. I thought that would work better, but honestly, a toothpick would work better. Because I'm trying to make them bigger and smaller at the same time. Does that make sense? And then I could do some white lines, like little dots, little lines maybe. Alright, I'm going to do a big one in the center here. I'm going to do one right. Look at that. And then that's got to settle down. Look how high up that is. Holy moly. Settle. Settle down. Alright, she's finally settling down. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Look at that. Oh, we are so getting you. This is going to look so cool, you guys. Tell me that doesn't look like a splash of water on there. That looks cool. Alright, we're going to kind of do that down the whole nail, right? So we're going to put the big one on this side though. And then if you want to clean it up, you'll have to clean it up with a small cleanup brush with some alcohol, okay? Just to kind of get it off the nail, because you don't want it to, I'm going to take my little cleanup brush thing. I'm going to grab my alcohol. I've never done this before, guys, so thanks for being here, everybody. I'm just making sure I take that excess off so it actually looks like a bubble. Oh, that worked real well, Crystal. Good job. It went right through the bubble. Alright, hold up, y'all. This is just what happens, okay? When you are an artist and you're live, sometimes this is just what happens. You know? Alright. Thanks for this, Glam. Yeah, she's definitely gonna look cool. Super, super cool. Let's do some tiny ones, if I can. Ooh, that's a nice tiny one. Dude, this is cool. This is freaking cool, okay? I know, right? Let's do another one. We'll let that one kind of sit, and then I'm going to do, like, just a little one. Oh, yeah. Oh, shitballs, Batman. Look, I pulled that right off the nail. Who does that, y'all? Alright, well, cleanup brush, here we come. Wow. Didn't even realize I was hitting it with my lamp. Well, now I gotta add some more on there. You know what? This is just what happens. I may have, cured that. I don't know. Wow, I can't believe I did that, y'all. Now it looks like a weird bubble, but oh well. It'll be alright once we mat it, right? Oh my god, did I do it again? I almost did it again. It's all good, though. Alright. Let's see. I am so sticky right now, you guys. Have you guys ever done this before? Anybody? I'm gonna do one. Oh my god, and then they're gonna be matte. They're gonna look cool as hell. I'm also gonna do one here. Alright, alright. What do y'all think? Hi, Teresa. Hi, Michael. You haven't either? I've never done it. I mean, I guess I have now. So that's what the dots are looking like so far. I'm going to make some little ones like right here, and then we're going to be done with the dots. I didn't want to do them all over. So I'm going to do a big one in the corner. Let that sit a minute. I kind of wanted the ones in the middle a little bit bigger, but what are you going to do, right? I think this set's going to be like a cool, watery type, ocean type theme almost. But not at the same time, you know? Alright, let's use this guy. So it's not really picking up as much as I thought it would in terms of like this. So and then I'll do one. You don't want it too far on the edge, you guys, because you don't want it to catch. Ooh, okay. So I think we need a little bit of a tiny one right in the middle, or like on the top part. Right here. Right, like just right there. Just like a teeny tiny one. Thanks for getting my brain going. Yeah. Haha. And then my lamp is dying on me, guys. My little mini one is. Oh, she looks cool. Alright, one thing I need to do is do one right here, so it looks like we're in the corners of each one. So I'm gonna do a tiny one again. Hold on. I got a floof in there. Dude, did everyone have a great weekend? Alright, we're gonna do another one right here. Alright. It does. Hi, Zoe. Hi. Alright, I think that one's good. I think it's not as, you know, built up as the rest of them, but I think it'll still be okay, to be honest. I don't know. I need to be a little bit bigger, though, so. So we're just gonna, like, add another layer to it. There we go. Now it's built up. This was a really good idea, though. And anybody can try this, guys. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do one right at the corner of the middle here. Hopefully I'm in the frame, guys. I don't know. So, Biden. Dixie, hello. Hi, Lily. Hi, Kayla. Yeah. And I just stuck my lamp in it without even noticing. I stuck my lamp in the corner of that, but you know what? Too late now. Alright. So there they are. I stuck my lamp in that, but it's alright. I was thinking we needed one like right here. Like one more like maybe big one. I'm gonna let it kinda, there we go. And then we'll go over it with the mat. I think it's gonna look cool. Alright, I'm gonna stick it in the lamp. Alright, full cure in the lamp. Alright, that's done. Kinda, sorta. But at least it's halfway done there, right? Move that, move that, move this, clean this off. If you clean as you go, you won't have such a huge mess, guys. Does that make sense? Clean your brushes as you go, and then you won't have to, excuse me, you won't have to worry about it. Alright, 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 alright. Who's excited? I'm excited. Okay, let's freaking do this, right? So, we have the thumbnail. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do the big, we're going to do the bright colors. So, we're going to start with Paradise Punch. This is going to be another ombre, and then the other two nails are going to be marbles, and we're going to do dark pastel and neon, basically dark to light, right? So what I'm going to do is I need another bottom for this, y'all. I need another bottom. All I have are these two. Okay. So I am going to open up all these so that way I at least, you know what I mean, can just go with it and have some room with it, right? Can you guys still see right there? Hopefully. So I'm gonna just take these guys, put them in order. Yes, ma'am, I have done 3D flowers. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Sorry if I didn't see everybody's name, guys. It's a little challenging sometimes when you're working on nails, you know. Here we go. Let's do this. So we're going to take Paradise Punch. Same thing. This is a bigger nail, so we only have 6 colors, right? So this time it's going to be a little different. We can add more color to it. I love these colors. They're highly pigmented. I'm just making sure I'm going around this outside, grabbing a little bit of that excess off. Now, like I said, you can make them longer if you want, but I have 2 pinks, so I didn't want to make them too long. So we're just going to take it kind of like this. I'm going to bring this one up, and then I'm going to bring the other one back down a little bit more, so we have a little bit bigger. It's a 5XL nail, guys, so mapping out the colors are a little bit difficult sometimes, just because you want to make sure you have an even amount of each color, right? And sometimes I do, the top will be like long, and then I have to like scramble to get the other colors on the bottom. So that kind of sucks sometimes, but you get used to it, you know? But I also don't want too much on either. Here we go with the orange. So I'm just going to map that out. And we have yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay. So this is like the perfect amount here. It doesn't have to be like this either. I don't want too much orange because orange can take up so much. That orange is super bright. Okay. I'm going to take some of that off though. Because that orange will take up everything. So keep that in mind, guys. When you're having like a really bright orange, it can take up a lot of your ombre. So just keep that in mind, everybody. Alright, let's do the yellow. I love this yellow. It is the perfect yellow. It really, really is the perfect yellow, you guys. Like the brightest, but I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm going to push the color up into the next color here. Easiest way to ombre, guys. I'm telling you. I don't use an ombre brush because I don't like an ombre brush. I think it's... For me, it's not that great. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's our yellow. We got 3 more colors. I could have made them... See what I mean? I could have made them a lot longer. And you don't want a lot of this green either because the green can take over too. So I'm just going to pull this up. It can be messy too. It doesn't have to be like in a line. I'm just trying to map it out. I'm trying to map it out enough. This is so I don't get color on my brush, the other color on my brush. And I know I'm good. Like I said, you want to make sure you have enough color on there because if not, it's going to look funky if you have less of one color than the other. I think it'll be okay though. Dude, this is the coolest nail set. I think this nail set's going to be bomb. When we get done with it, I think it's going to be so bomb. Plus, we broke a record, too, so that's even cooler, you know? I put way too much of that on there. Alright. Let's put our purple on. I mean, you can also put pink down here if you want, but I just want to stick with the regular rainbow. I wish I would have alternated, but I forgot. It's no biggie, though. Make sure... Look at that. Make sure you color your end, everybody, please. Drives me nuts. When I can see clear tip under there, but that's just me. Alright, there she is. We have our liner brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean her off. What up, everybody? Oh, she is looking like an old school lollipop, ain't she? Wow. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. That is cool. Alright, ready? I have a lot of these on here versus this, but in terms of how much is on there, let's pop that bubble there. Alright, let's tip from the top, everybody. What I'm going to do is take some of that off. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up into this color here. Take this excess and just kind of round it around there. Take a little bit of this excess off, right? Because we have a lot up there, right? Look how cool that looks already, y'all. Can you see okay? Is it blown out? Let's keep going. Alright, let's bring this orange up into this pink here. Bring it back down. Oh yeah, look at that. Even if you mess up, it doesn't matter, you guys. Keep going. Alright, let's bring that orange down into that yellow. We want to make that like yellowy orange color. Alright, let's go. Yeah. We're going to bring that pink up. Or that pink. The green. Woo. Let's bring that blue all the way up to that green and give us like a teal color. So we're going to take that excess. And we're just going to keep going over it until we get that teal color, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that color blend, everybody. Alright, let's keep going, shall we? Same thing down here. We want that dark purple color. But we still want that blue in there too. So we have that nice... Boom, baby! Oh, yes! Tell me that blend ain't beautiful. Okay! Oh, oh, I love it! Alright, you guys know what the drill is now, right? I'm going to take what's on my brush. Do you see what's on my brush, right? And we're just going to go... Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look cool as hell. Like a temperature change almost, you know? Love it. Alright. Just like before, guys, we're going to hold her upside down. We're going to take our little, this guy. And I knew I had a lot up here, so I'm going to take as much off as I possibly can without hurting the ombre itself. You won't necessarily have to do this for every one of them, but if you're doing a lot of colors like this, you will. Okay, that one's good. The top pretty much is the one that has most of the color to take off. Because it's bulging at the seams over here. Oh my Lanta, I love it. Freaking love it, y'all. Alright, we're going to do the same thing. Yeah. Okay. There's still a lot at the top here. There we go. No more bulge. Kinda. There we go. Alright, what you don't want is this excess really creeping in around the outside here. But you also want to take the excess off, but you don't want it to ruin that. Take it down a nail. I'm very precise with it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time, you know? There we go. Alright, I'm going to make sure that these edges are good. We have a little bulge right here. Pull that down. What do you think, y'all? There we go. No more bulge. Alright. Flip her over, put her in, and let her go. No worries, babe. Here's this one. And the lamp she goes, everybody. Man, I lost a bunch of people, didn't I? There she is. That one's done. I think she looks cool. Well, she's not done, but... Alright, let's do... Well, the marble's going to be super easy, right? So, I am going to go ahead and use my liner brush here to make sure that I do the matte. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my matte, put it on my palette again. We're kind of alternating, right? And we're just going to map these dots real quick. It should be quick. It shouldn't be too... I'm using these liner brushes because these ones are a lot thicker than my Burt Brat ones. And my new ones are still in the mail. But I'm going to go ahead and get a good amount of this matte. But I don't want it to hit that color. But I want to make sure I'm getting the whole thing. Alright, should be fine. But I think when I put these on, you guys, they are going to be so cool. What do you guys think? I'm kind of just dropping it on these as well. And when I drop it on there, it kind of makes its own bubble too. So I'm going to throw this in real quick. Throw that in quick really fast. I think that'll be the fastest we can go. Thanks! I love you guys. Thanks so much for coming. You guys are the bomb. Like, you truly are the bomb, dude. These nails are going to be... These might be the best nails that I've done. I don't know. That'll be up to you guys to decide, though. You know what I mean? Alright, so we're double looky. Oh my god. What do you guys like the matte? What do you think? You like the matte on there, or you like them like this? Let's get them all matte first. Let's see. Now, I'm trying not to go for the end. You know what I mean? I want it to stay on there. Right? Shit. I did that way too fast. Alright, I'm just gonna put it in there. Black clouds? Oh. Or do you just have them for... Usually I just have them for display, honestly. But I do a lot of them just because I love to do nails and art and all the fun things. But I also like to just challenge myself and try to do stuff I've never done before too, you know? They actually look kind of cool. That one kind of spread out the way it did, damn it. I'm gonna have to, like, do one and then cure if I don't want it to slide. So I'm just putting it on there and putting it in there. Glam's idea? What? I didn't see it. Oh, put a tiny speck of glitter on top of the mat. On the big bubbles. Like, what type of glitter, though? What do you think that would look like? Eyeballs? I think that would look like eyeballs. Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't know. That's funny, oh my gosh. My bad. Okay, we're getting her done, guys. Even though the blobs are, like, going bye-bye. Sunlight hitting it. I would say this is probably the more difficult here. More difficult part, I should say. If I chrome it, though, we won't be able to see through it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I thought the specs would stay up like they did up there, but they didn't for some reason. I'm gonna drop that baby in there and just stick it in there. Okay. I'm going to let it pull at the end of my brush. And just kind of swirl it in a circle. That's probably the best bet, dude. Swirl it in a circle like that and keep it upright with your brush and let it pull at the end of your brush, and that should help with like doing those. And keeping them straight up like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, these blobbies look retarded, but that's okay. We're going to let this guy pull at the end here. Go around. And she goes. Faster the better, I think. I don't care what anybody says, this set's going to look bomb. And most of you guys should know that I am slow. Okay? I'm slow. I'm not like too slow, but sometimes I'm slow. Have you guys ever done anything like this? Anybody in here new? Hello, Gary. Hi, Kaya. Yeah, that was the best thing for me to do, is just to like let it pull at the end of my brush. And just take it like so. Go in a circle for like a half a circle. Just like that. Put her in the lamp, and that's even better than what it was. Oh, I love you, girly. I'm all about the bright colors, and summer's always my favorite because I get to pull out. Well, I do bright colors whether it's summer or not, so I don't care. But that's just me. Alright, let's put that in there. One more. And then we're fully done. Well, somewhat. Okay, one more. Do you think I should redo the ones that went retarded? And just add a bigger blob to those ones and maybe it'll work? You know what I mean? Hi, Stephanie. Have you watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? I have. I am. Alright, there's those. Most of these are good, except for the ones that fell flat, which are these here. So I want to take this and just kind of make it more of a blob. It's a drop, baby. I think we're good. I think we got them. We just got 2 more little blobs to do. Yay! It made it better. Now they're going to be big. I'm just doing a summer set, pretty much. We did ombre. I did a 20 color ombre, which was a record for me. On one nail. Alright, let's grab some more. Oh, hold on, y'all. Give me a sec. My computer's about to die. We got her. Alright. Alrighty, daddy. Oh shit, balls, Batman. Ooh. Alright. yeah, just practice. That's all I did. I didn't know how to do anything, honestly. I really, really, truly didn't. Alright, the one we need to do is... We got those. This one here. You can do it. No matter what it is that you guys want to do, if you guys keep going and you keep practicing and you keep doing it, you'll be able to. Over time, like, I was horrible when I started, y'all. Okay, there. We finally got our textured spots. I don't. Dude, thank you guys so much. Make sure you like and subscribe, you guys. It helps so, so, so much. Alright, one more and then we are done. So I'm going to let this pool at the bottom here. Nope. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that worked perfectly, though, with the brush like that. Perfect. So this one needs to be textured more. Oh, that's cool. I'm not. I wish. I wish. Dude, you guys are amazing. Hi, Abigail. Alrighty, y'all. Alrighty, there's that one. The other one's in here too, by the way. Hi, Jessica. So what we're going to do now is we have the other one done. We have to do the swirls, right? The swirls are what's going to take the longest, okay, you guys? But the 3D part of the swirls is just going to go over the color with the big thick gel. And then that's going to give us that. However, we're going to do that tonight, okay? Tonight at 11:11, we're going to finish this set. The set will be finished tonight, everybody. Alright, there she is. 3D and all. Okay, so there's that one. We're going to go ahead and put that there. This white one right here is going to have rainbow pastel swirls because we're doing like pastel versus neon. And then here is this one, which is the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and give her a glossy top coat. Love it. This set's going to be a banger set. And this is the way I ombre, you guys. This is called the sugar technique. If you want to ombre like this, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I would love to see it. And if you do, post it and let me know, please. You know, I've been ombreing like this since way before I ever started on YouTube. And I just thought I was weird. And I thought that, oh, everybody's going to think I'm weird because I ombre stupid, you know? But I like my ombre because it looks so cool. So I typically don't care if people don't like it because I freaking love it. Look at that. Just melted right in there. Love it. But yeah, I would love to see if you guys, you know, redid it because I just love it when you guys do. Love it. Alrighty. There she is. Alright, we're going to hold her upside down. And then we're going to put her in the lamp. Yeah. Tell me that thing does not look cool. Bye, Maya. Hi, Riley. Hi, is it Hobby? Thanks, Nana Ange and Glam. I really. Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate it so much. Hi, Trey. Hi, Ariel. Girl, me too. I'm so glad you love it, though. Alright. So we have our dark, light. And then this one's going to be our mombre. A mombre is just ombre and marble smashed together, everybody. Do we want to do on the marbles, right? What do we want to do? Do we want to do a dark versus light marble too? Because this one's going to be pastel, if you remember. The white one's going to have the pastel colors over here on this one as our swirls. The one is going to have white glitter swirls, 3D on each side. And then these ones are going to be our marble ombre, which is a mombre. Those will be here. So I'm thinking I'm going to do pastel here. So it's not pastel beside the white one. We'll do an all pastel mombre here. And then we'll do the darker one here. How's that sound? I think that's going to look cool, no? Yeah, I think it's going to look cool. Really, I don't know what all else I could do on it. You know what I mean? I'll put the little thing on these for sure. But for the 3D gel, like, I would thought about using this guy because it's got like a tip on it, but I think my brush is the best way to go. And using the no wipe gel bonder, which is the best to use for anything, that's gonna give us like that nice shape that we want in terms of like the 3D-esque of it, you know? Here she is, y'all. So here's the bright. So this is what happens. This one has light and bright all throughout it. And I think this one looks so cool. This one right here. You know what I should have done, y'all? I should have just done... You know what? I should have just done a whole pastel one here. I mean, I know we're doing the swirls, right? And the whole point was light and dark, but... I could have used all those colors on a nail, just like this one, to have them both the same. I just thought it would come out better with that one. Well, crap. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just redo the nail and take that one off and do this whole pastel line? So we have... Well, no, because that defeats the purpose of it being white. You know what I mean? Versus, because this is going to have white, and then this is going to have that. So, no, we need a white nail. Never mind. Never mind, everybody. Alright, so we're going to do light here, light mombre here, dark mombre here. And dark is going to be the neon colors, and then we're going to do these light colors with the glitter in the light neon right here. So I think what I'm going to do too is add white in the mix of these. So we have like the cool white and a shimmer through it as well for each one. Yeah. But so far, this is what we got, guys. Okay. This freestyle nail set is bomb. All the products that I'm using are from Brit Brat Nailed It, everybody. So go check her website out because you can get all of these colors right now on sale for $7.77. And she's running a sale for red bottom, blue sapphire, and whiteout. Whiteout is the white right here. You can get 3 for $15, all 3 of those colors for $15, or you can buy them individually for $5.55. However, Caleb, don't be freaky. Is it pink? I know, right? I love it. It's going to be great. However, I have to get off here because hubby has to go to sleep. He works third, so he has to at least get some good sleep. He usually is in bed by noon, except for when I'm live. So, what we're going to do is we're going to halt it here. All right, you guys, make sure to come back at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. And we are finishing this nail set, by God. So I can put these on my nails tonight and wear them out tomorrow and do like a wear test with you guys. Because I'm excited. I know that all of these colors, you'll have to let me know which of these, like the 20 colored one, is that one your fave, or is just the regular neon colored one your fave? You'll have to let me know after this live is over, but check out the description box as well, guys. You can use code SUGAR for all of this. Just hit that link, y'all, and I'll have to put the matte in there. That's one that I forgot to put in there, is the matte and the 3D gel. But other than that, everything else is in there. So thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I love you guys. You guys are the best. And one thing before I go, just remember there's always one of you out in this world, so always stick to yourself, be yourself, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Okay? You all got this, no matter what you do. Love you guys. See you on the flip side. Toodaloo. You guys better be there tonight at 11 p.m. Woo! Thank you for all the love and the likes, too. And shout out to my mods. Shout out to my mods. Y'all did it today. I love you guys. And I have to just say how grateful I am to you, as well as all my subscribers. And shout out to all my members. I am so grateful for each and every single one of you. I'm so proud to be here and so grateful, thankful, and blessed to be here today. I hope you have an amazing, blessed day. Let's freaking do this day. Let's have an amazing day, everybody. Love you. Toodaloo. Bye.